How's it going? Dave here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking all about the modes. So in this video I'm going to be explaining what the modes are. I'm going to be giving you a breakdown of each mode individually, along with real life examples, how to play the modes on guitar, and I have a written example that I've made so you can play along with the mode and see how it sounds for yourself. So what is a mode? A mode is basically a scale within a scale. So let me break that down for you. We have the scale C major, C, E, D, F, G, A, B, and the root note is C. But if we were to take the note D, the next note, and make that the root note, and just start the scale from there, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, then we have a different mode. And we can do that from E, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and we can also do that from any other starting point. And that is how you create modes. And there's 7 notes in the major scale, meaning that we've got 7 different modes that we can work with. So let's break down each mode individually. We've got the first mode, which is Aeolian mode. And Aeolian mode is known as the major scale. It's the first mode. So if you know how to play the major scale, you know how to play Aeolian mode. It's made up of a root, a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. Those are the intervals. That's the intervallic structure. If you don't know what intervals are, then you can check my video I've done on intervals up there, and then come back to the video because that's very important for this. So the Aeolian mode is known as a very bright mode. It's associated with feelings of happiness, positivity, and is used to create generally positive sounding music. If I was to give you a couple of examples of songs in Aeolian mode, I'd have to give you Let It Be by the Beatles or Cliffs of Dover by Eric Johnson. They're very classic examples. Now let's jump onto the guitar and I'll show you how to play the Aeolian mode along with an example. So we'll be playing each mode with a root note of G. So let's start off with the major scale, and this is how we play it. 3-5 on the low E string, 2-3-5 on the A string, 2-4-5 on the D string, 2-4-5 on the G string, 3-5 on the B string, 2-3-5 on the high E string. And we play it over a major chord, a G major, or a G major 7. The second mode is Dorian mode, and Dorian mode is made up of a root, a second, a flat third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a flat seventh. The Dorian mode is a minor sounding mode, but it's got a bit of optimism, so it's kind of a sad mode, but then there's an optimism there with the major sixth. If you want to hear some good examples of the Dorian mode, you can check out Either Ways by Santana, you could check out Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana, or you could check Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. They're really good examples of Dorian mode, and you'll get a really good ear for Dorian by listening to those. Now let's jump on the guitar again, and I'll give you some examples of the Dorian mode and how to play the scale. The Dorian mode is played over a minor chord. So we're playing a G minor there, or a G minor 7. And if you're feeling spicy, you can play a G minor 6. So how do we play it? 3-5-6 on the E string, 3-5 on the A string, 2-3-5 on the D and G strings, and 3-5-6 on both the B and the E strings. Phrygian mode is number 3, and Phrygian mode is made up of a root, a flat second, a flat third, a fourth, a fifth, a flat sixth, and a flat seventh. So this is a minor sounding mode, and it's a bit darker than a standard minor sounding mode because we've got a flat 2 interval in there. That flat 2 gives it a more kind of evil, darker, mysterious kind of sound, and it's used a lot in metal, but it's also used in like Spanish music as well. If you want to hear some good examples of the Phrygian mode in action, you can check out the chorus of Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple, and you can also check out the main riff of Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth. So we'll jump on the guitar again and I'll show you how to play the scale. The Phrygian scale is played over a minor chord, or a minor 7 chord, and we play it like this. So we're going to play 3-4-6 on the low E string, 3-5-6 on the A string, 3-5-6 on the D string, 3-5 on the G string, 3-4-6 on the B string, and 3-4-6 on the high E string. Lydian mode. Lydian mode is the fourth mode, and it's constructed with a root, a second, a third, a sharp fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. So this scale is just like a major scale, except we've got a sharp fourth. This is probably my favorite mode. It's a dreamy, bright sound. It's kind of like, sounds like you're floating in nothingness. It's really, really cool. Some really, really good examples of the Lydian mode in action would be Elliott Smith's Waltz No. 1, the beginning phrase of the Simpsons theme song, and Passion Flower by John Gom. The Lydian mode is played over a major chord. So we've got a G major there, or you can play it over a G major 7 chord. It's played like this, so we're playing 3-5 on the low E string, 2-4-5 on the A string, 2-4-5 on the D string, 2-4 on the G string, 2-3-5 on the B string, and 2-3-5 on the high E string. The fifth mode is Mixolydian. So Mixolydian is made up of a root, a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and flat seventh. So again, this is very similar to a major scale, except we've got a flat seventh in there. We've got a kind of bright, positive kind of sound, but that flat seventh there is maybe a bit of a darker sound and gives the scale a bit of an edge. I've coined this scale as the dad rock mode because all the great dad rock songs are in Mixolydian. A few songs you should check out would be Sweet Home Alabama by Lynyrd Skynyrd, Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden, and the verse of Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. They're all really great examples of the Mixolydian mode. So let's jump on the guitar, learn how to play Mixolydian mode, and get playing some dad rock. The Mixolydian mode is played over a major chord, or a dominant 7 chord. And this is how we play it. So we're going to be playing 3-5 on the low E string, 2-3-5 on the A string, 2-3-5 on the D string, 2-4-5 on the G string, 3-5-6 on the B string, and 3-5 on the high E string. The sixth mode is Aeolian, and Aeolian mode is made up of a root, second, flat third, fourth, fifth, flat sixth, and flat seventh. If you know the minor scale, then you know the Aeolian mode. Aeolian mode is another way of saying the minor scale. This is the saddest of all of the modes and is used to convey negative feelings. Some classic examples of the Aeolian mode in action would be Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana and Losing My Religion by REM. The Aeolian mode is played over a minor chord, as it's known as the minor scale, or a minor 7 chord. And we play it like this: 3-5-6, and 3-5-6 on the A string as well, 3-5 on the D string, 2-3-5 on the G string, 3-4-6 on the B string, and 3-5-6 on the high E string. The seventh and final mode is Locrian, or Locrian, however you want to pronounce it. It's made up of a root, a flat second, a flat third, a fourth, a flat fifth, a flat sixth, and a flat seventh. Now, this is the only mode with a flat fifth. All the other modes have a standard perfect fifth, and this makes the scale sound really, really unresolved and kind of dissonant. It's like a more intense version of the Phrygian mode. This is really good if you want to create some really dark sounding or unique sounding music. So if you want some examples, we've got the intro riff to Left Behind by Slipknot, Juicebox by The Strokes, and Army of Me by Bjork. The Locrian mode is played over a diminished chord, and we can play it over a minor 7 flat 5, and we play it like this. So we're going to be playing 3-4-6 on the low E string, 3-4-6 on the A string, 3-5-6 on the D string, 3-5-6 on the G string, 4-6 on the B string, and 3, 4, 6 on the high E string. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Also, check out my Patreon page if you fancy supporting me. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.